Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, characters of all shapes, sizes, denominations, and genders, welcome to Requested Monday, the show where you decide what I play. And as voted on this month in the stream polls, today we are going to be playing Delta V, Rings of Saturn, which is honestly a fantastic game. There is sound. There it is. Um, There is sound. This is a fantastic, very, very hard physics game. Um, and it's a lot of fun. So, the Inevitable Eagle. I don't know what parallel universe means. It's probably not important. The Slight Carp. The Earned Juggler. Silver Impulse. Flying Adventure. You know what? That sounds good to me.
You have to question everything. Why do people go missing in the rings? The company blames pirates. But why would anyone resort to piracy? There is no money to be made there. No glory. Only fear and, ultimately, death. Why would you choose that life? And why doesn't the company just blow them all up with an orbital strike? Don't tell me they don't know where they're hiding, with that array of telescopes watching everything.
I love slow-mo panning shots like this. I really do. When they're done well, I should say.
The company wants you to be an obedient little drone. Master Ever doesn't care if it shoots ice, rocks, ships, or stations. They know that, and they hope you won't figure it out. They aren't your friend. Question everything.
This is a game about mining. If you've ever played EVE Online and you know about the mining in that game, it's kind of like that, but also not like that at all. So, in the meantime, hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed whatever time you had for the weekend. We are currently in dock. Our ship is right here. It's kind of hard to see because it's tethered. We have 20,000 E-dollars, which sounds like a lot, but is actually terrible. This is how our ship performs, by the way. We can change different things, like how much thrust is in the thrusters and stuff like that. That does cause problems with reactor temperatures and power balance. So we're going to leave everything as normal now. Right now we have... Do you like ads? We neither. What? Annihilator. Right now we have a basic bitch with a mass driver. So let's see. What can we do? The mass driver is fine. You can see what the performance looks like here. It goes whoop, aims right there, and it goes blam. The ultra capacitor takes a huge hit from each shot. The railgun, on the other hand, shoots very fast, drains the capacitor like there's no tomorrow. And the ERMFD 17 mass driver, which also drains the ultra capacitor very quickly, rapidly fires 10 kilogram projectiles of iron vanadium alloy at Sorry, 3,000 meters per second. That's... Is that a tenth the speed of light? The speed of light's 300,000 meters per second, right? Damn. This one's 4,500 meters per second. But it doesn't shoot rapidly. The one that I really like is the either the microwave emitter or the mining laser. The mining laser is really nice. Drains power really quick. Actually really slow. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. And it's got good range. But that's more expensive than we can afford. However... You can also put stuff on your low stress hard points, like a shield, a beacon that lets you come back to the same spot later, the THI cargo container, which you can just send off back to... We'll get to all this, don't worry. Alter capacitor, power plant, auxiliary power system, standard cargo bay. This is what I want to look at. Alright. We're going to have baffles. We'll need those. And then you've got your reconnaissance craft. Everybody has a reconnaissance craft. It's cool. You can hire crew. We will be getting to that. Tactical awareness, coordinate tracking, adrenal slowdown, course anticipation. We'll get to that. But first, we need to make some money. So, welcome to the Rings of Saturn. Right now, this is the farthest we can get in. And that requires a lot of money that we don't have. There's something blinking there. What the hell? Whatever, we're not going that far in. So we're going to have to go to the outskirts, which is just a standard Hohmann transfer. If you don't know what a Hohmann transfer is, look it up. I'm not a physics person, but I believe a Hohmann transfer is when the place that you're launching to is either at the closest point of approach by the time you intersect it, or you can use a gravity slingshot to get there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is going to cost us 269 E-dollars. He's a whale biologist. I reached into the blowhole of the great fish, mammal, whatever. This is my actual onboard system. The Rings of Saturn. BLT 7775 Flying Adventure. So you don't just accelerate to it, you have to use propellant to slow yourself down. When I said this is hard science, I meant hard science. So you can see that we have a certain amount of propellant. The transit reserve, transit time, our actual delta V. They said the thing. We have 1,100 kilograms of mass driver ammo. And we are looking for things to mine. Also, so there's a lot going on this screen, so let's go over this really quick. This is our infrared LiDAR, which is pointing out where all of the things are in a general vicinity around us. You can get better LiDARs that have better resolution. All well and good. Our actual velocity, our acceleration, and our depth into the rings. Very interesting. We do have an autopilot that we can use. We probably will at some point. These are all of our systems. All of our systems are currently fine. W activates these two thrusters. S activates these two thrusters. We can use thrusters to turn, thrusters to side slip. The reaction wheel allows us to turn without using thrusters. The excavator is how we get stuff into our ship. The visual feed is what our ship looks like from the station, which is very cool. You can see the edge of the rings there, and occasionally you'll see little blinks here, and that's us. I think. That one's hard to say, or hard to be sure. What we're looking at right now is actually the feed from our drone. Our drone is hovering above the rings and above us and looking straight down at us. So even the interface is diegetic, which is so cool. Our propellant, our transit reserve, you can burn into your transit reserve, but it means that your transit time will go way, way, way up. Mass driver ammo, nano drone components, we don't have any nano drones. Total ship mass. The more mass on your ship, the more you need to propellant you need to move. Power draw, power supply, power balance, ultracapacitor, reactor temperature. This is our ship systems. Basically tells us what how we're doing. Reactor heat right now is at the good midpoint. And our ultracapacitor is fully charged. No damage to the ship. Good times. And this is our cargo hold. We can see how much space we have left and how much of that is consumed by equipment. Did you find a particularly nice piece of rock that you want to take but you don't have any space? Drop some fuel or drop some ammo. You can pick it up. Also, there are different HUDs in this game. Every ship has its own HUD, and the HUDs are customizable. So, you know, you get used to this one, and then you pick up a new ship, and you're like, uh-oh, wait a second. Alright, so we got this here. This is probably the most confusing thing to look at. So, zoom in a little bit. So this triangle is our velocity and position relative to this hunk of space rock. We are 363 meters away from it. We are approaching it at 8 meters per second, and it's also drifting at 8 meters per second. So we will catch up to it. We will actually overlap it because I'm actually aiming for a point right beyond it. You can move this little window here to point in front of, behind, to the left, to the right, all sorts of stuff. But right now we are going to slowly approach because, you know, we've got to be a little careful on our first dive. And it had something in it. Oh, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Open this. Schlump. We just picked up some vanadium and some water. You can now see it inside the cargo bay. And it will move around, and its position will also impact my actual movement and velocity. And there was nothing in that one. Okay. We're relatively shallow in the rings right now. We're only about 1 kilometer in, so relatively small rocks, not necessarily a lot of minerals, but we need to make money, so boom. What are you? It can be really hard to see things sometimes. Plump. Platinum. Nice. So you can see the circle is where we want to be. The diamond is what our current thrust is. And we are now drifting away from it. So if we move this a little bit over, We're now very slowly approaching it, and now we are approaching it at 10 meters per second. This took me probably 2 hours to figure out. Because it seems really intuitive, but then it's also... See, there's something blinking way deep into the ring. That one didn't... Oh, wait, nope, there is something there. What are you? Come on. Schlump. Hard to tell. The problem is right now we don't have any kind of refinery materials on board, or refinery equipment on board, so all of our space rocks have to take up space in the ship. Once we get enough money, a refinery is probably going to be the first thing that we get. And also, I'm going to crash into this rock because physics. Fixed it. But yeah, this game is extremely chill right up until somebody tries to kick your ass. Then it's like, what? It does get easier and less slow once you get more materials too. Schlorp. Looks like we're in a platinum field because we keep getting platinum, which is good. Platinum is worth a decent amount. Usually. There was nothing in there. Okay. Also, you better know what you're shooting at, because if you fire a mass driver and it misses, oh boy, you might hit something. The one that you want more than anything is beryllium. Beryllium is worth a lot of money. It's very bright blue, so it's hard to miss. And blast it. Got it. Oh, what do we get? What is this? What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Come here, you. But yeah, the minerals that you can find are iron, platinum, palladium, vanadium, beryllium, and a couple others that I don't remember at the moment. The autopilot definitely... Oh, tungsten. We just picked up some tungsten. Nice. Tungsten is sweet. Those are going too fast to be worthwhile. That's the other problem with the mass driver. When you blast apart an asteroid, there's a good chance that everything's going to go super flying. What are you? Why do you keep blinking at me? I've never really understood what the visual feed is. It's just one of those mysteries. Like, why is it blinking at me? I don't understand. Slurp. Nothing in that one. You can also see the value of my my haul right now, 25,000. I started with 20,000. It cost me 300 to get here. So, quite frankly, we're making bank. Slurp. Delicious. Maybe copper? Is copper one of the things you can get? Uh-oh. Okay, we need to approach a little bit faster, because otherwise I'm going to slam into this motherfucker. Nope, that was bad. That was bad. I hit the thing I was trying to grab. Well, whatever. I ate it. Yeah, if you find beryllium, you drop everything to grab that. Asteroids has come a long way since I was a kid. Yup. Honestly, this game is... It's very slow. It's very slow paced. And I'm totally okay with that because it's still a lot of fun. But it's one of those games where it's like, do you want action? This is definitely not the game for you. There is action in this game, but it is very much not the focus. What are you? Why do you keep blinking at me? That's what I am. There's something to the coreward, I think that's what that means. Let's go take a look after we grab this hunk of rock. Schlorp. Schlorp. After we grab that hunk of rock. And possibly this hunk of rock. We're now carrying 100,000 kilograms worth of shit on our ship. There's a game that's kind of like this, where it's more about the individual people, and it's called Astronauts, and it's also an interesting and fun game. But I like this one more. Is it because you're seeing that? Maybe. Delicious. We're also picking up water, which we can't actually... We can sell it, but it's not worth a lot. Oh god, what am I doing? Slow down. Don't do that. Water can be turned into propellant once you have, like, a refinery. But... we don't have a refinery. Also, if you run out of mass driver shots, you can absolutely 100% use your thrusters to mine shit. It's dangerous, but you can do it. There's a couple of things here. There's very brilliant sparkles over here. What are they? I don't want to get too deep into the rings, because you have to get back out of the rings. Use this as an anchor point to slow down. Reactor's getting a little hot, but it is cooling off, so... The reactor's getting hot because my ship requires so much more propellant to move, because it's so much heavier than it was when I started. Delicious. There's a ship here. There's a ship here. What are you doing here, Ringa? Looking for mines to veins to mine? Good luck, flying adventure. There are nuclear residues around. I smell piracy. $10,000. Can't afford you, Ringa. Have a safe flight. Okay, so that's what the visual feed means. Other ships in the ring. Got it. Again, one of those things that I've never really been able to figure out because the game just does not do a good job of explaining it. We're getting a little full up. So let's grab this rock and then see about getting out of here. We've tripled our fucking net worth immediately. That was just iron. Nobody gives a shit about iron. Wrong button. So firing the main thruster cools the reactor down. Cooling the reactor down too far can and will shut off the reactor. So you gotta be careful. Overheating the reactor too much can and will kill you. So you know. Normally everything self-regulates. And when everything self-regulates, it's working fine. If you take damage from running into an asteroid too quickly or getting shot or whatever, suddenly you have more things to worry about. Is your reactor damaged? Are your thrusters working properly? Is your mass driver about to explode the next time you fire it? All sorts of wonderful things. The only thing that can't be damaged is your drone, because it's way out of the line of fire. But your computer that gets information from the drone can be damaged, and that degrades your visual quality. Because, you know, life ain't dangerous enough. But yeah, we're just still here to have a chill space time. Hopefully not run into any asteroids on the way out. Oh, look, an asteroid. There's another ship. Nope. That is going to go way the hell past me. Run into any aliens yet? Thank God, no. We're not outside of the solar system. We're just in orbit around Saturn. That is not worth it. That is not worth it. That is not worth it. Oh my God. What am I doing? Being a dingus is what I'm doing. Alright. Reaching the edge of the rings. Got plenty of propellant in transit reserve. Transit time's still going to take 27 hours instead of 12. Just because we're carrying so much more mass. All right. So the platinum that we got is definitely worth the most. For 13,000 kilograms, almost 14, we got 37,000 euro dollars, e-dollars. Tungsten is worth the most pound for pound, and vanadium is a close second. Almost 3 per kilogram, and this one is almost 8 per kilogram. Iron, shit. Water, shit. You can play the market, store stuff to see if value goes up later, but no. Everything is still in good condition. All right. So the first thing that we want to get is a geologist. Your salary is 11,000 e-dollars. That's a lot. You have good education. You have 0 experience out in the black. You are a master with 0 experience, and you want $37,000. No. Astrogator, pilot, basic, no experience. Self-taught with no experience. No wonder you're selling for cheap. Geologist, master geologist with some experience in the black. Self-taught pilot with a lot of experience. That's really good. So it looks like education increases one thing and experience increases the other. It's good to know. I'd rather have a geologist with more experience to get more mineral discovery range. I don't necessarily need the price prediction accuracy. But I don't really have any choices for that. Okay. How about... Hey, look, we have a pilot. Send out saboteurs to pollute Earth water supplies so you can sell them water for more money than gold. That seems both unrealistic and really boring. Have any idea how long a good saboteur mission takes? Jesus. Okay. That's all we'll do for now. Services. Nope. Tuning. Equipment. Okay. So we now have 75,000 e-dollars. Getting this is also a good idea. This just grabs shit and pulls it into your mouth. It's not too expensive. But I want to make sure I have something I can... The Photoshop job on your captain in the spacesuit is a bit distracting. I mean, it works for what it is, but yes, you are correct. dummy plug makes it so you don't have an autopilot. Uses reactor heat to sublimate water content out of a large cargo volume so that the mineral content can be collected and stored. Evaporated water is collected via crowding, can be reprocessed into propellant. Minimal power consumption and excellent processing reach, but the heating process is inefficient and much of the cargo and water is lost during processing. This is the one you want. But it would absolutely destroy my fucking oof. Oof a doof. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. So yeah, you can change the HUDs. Eagle Prospector, the HAL 9000, no HUD whatsoever. Eagle Prospector with metric mod, the OCP 209. So yeah, all the basic elements are still there, but it all looks different. It's actually really cool. This can only see in front of you. So this is the LiDAR that we have. It goes very quickly. Sweeps. A sweep is 500 milliseconds. It goes in all directions. But because it's going very fast, it doesn't have a good resolution. The long wave takes much longer to sweep. But it's slow. Beamformed is very high resolution, but only directly in front of you. High resolution 360. Infrared light. Oh, this is low frequency radio. This is a radar instead of a LiDAR. Gotcha. And then the phased LiDAR array, which goes in every direction continuously, which means that it is a little problematic. This is the one that you generally want if you could afford it. Though there are points where you want the phased LiDAR. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I really want this manipulator, but I can't. Can't really justify it yet. Alright, ring dive. So now we have to reload our mass driver, which means that we have to pay more to get into the ring. But yeah, that should be good. So yeah, we're just having a chill space time. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you all had a good weekend, like I already said. My weekend was a lot of lazing about, which isn't necessarily a bad thing sometimes. Phew. Schlump. Ooh, palladium. Nice. Okay. We might be in a palladium field. Nope, that's vanadium. Nice. Rest is important. Can be. I don't know. I have a problem with if I'm not actively doing something, I feel like I'm being lazy. It's a serious problem, and I recognize that, but I try to console myself by remembering the things that I did do. So, come to me, my pretty little rock. I will eat you. Chomp. Oh, it was just fucking iron? Nobody gives a shit about iron. So this one's going in a bad direction. Going after it would take me a lot of propellant, so I'm going to go after this one instead. Shit. No, we'll pass clear. Okay. I think that was vanadium. If you want a programmer to do a really exceptional job, get a lazy one. Or so they say. Don't hit that rock. Shit. I'm a very lazy person by nature. I don't like to do things, generally speaking. And when you're asking, what do you mean things? Yes. I don't like to do them. But usually I recognize that there are things that need to be done, so I do them. Usually. There's a little bit of vanadium. If we're in a vanadium field, this could be profitable as hell. There's a ship nearby. There's two ships nearby to the right. Interesting. Okay. Forward. Picking up a lot of water today. Oh, also, you can do this. That's the adrenaline booster. You don't really need that unless you're doing a very tight maneuver. But, it's fun to use. Slow down. Anything in there? Nope. Something in that one. Come on. Just in time. Do. Oh yeah, and your pilots can know people in the ring. Karen. Sarah. So the channel is now open. So they're going to have a conversation. Do Chloe and Colin still fly with you? They sure do, and they miss you. Do you know of any trade opportunities out there? Nothing like that, sorry. So yeah, all the pilots that you can hire have their own little backstories and people that they know. And the miners of the rings are pretty... pretty close-knit for the fact that they're, you know, space miners. But sometimes they can tell you interesting things, sometimes they can tell you about new claims or rich asteroids, and sometimes they can start storylines. What do we get? Alright, we're starting to run out of space. Holy shit! Where the fuck did that come from? What the fuck? That was the game telling me that my ultra capacitor was running low. In case you were curious about that warning siren. Where in the fuck did that asteroid come from? What the hell? This is why you want an astrogator, a miner, and generally a mechanic on every trip. You won't always use their abilities, but they can help. Still got an absolute ton of propellant. But our reserve is going up because we're getting a little heavy. Baffles look like they're wedged open a little bit. It's probably fine. We don't actually have a lot of minerals. We have a lot of water, which isn't fucking helpful. Slurp. Trying to think of what I've been playing recently. I've been trying out some new games. I tried out The Precinct, which seems very interesting. I played it for about an hour and a half. Get in. Oh, shit. So my cargo hold is full. That is an intense grinding sound. Come on. So right now I'm trying to force the minerals farther down. I feel like I thought The Precinct was a single player or a co-op game, but if it is, I haven't seen any evidence of co-op. No, come back. Deliver at any cost, too. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. This is what happens when I look away for 1 second, everybody. Alright, well, at least it dislodged that rock. Oh, hello. Priscilla? Is that you, Sarah? Alright, total ship mass is a little high. How is Bianca? It's Bianca Murphy now. We got married last year. Picked up something big at the edge of our LiDAR range deeper in. So we now have a new destination that we can go to instead of just the ring edge. We got to get out of here. We're full up on chip mass. We're already pushing a 42-hour transit time back to the processing stations. Ow, ow. That's not helping. But I will eat you. No, come back, come back. Alright. What else have I've been playing? Thief Simulator 80s. Or 80s Theft Simulator, which is fine. It's got some points that I don't particularly like, but, you know. Such as video games. Anybody new? Pilot, geologist, master geologist. Self-taught journeyman. God, you're so expensive, Chloe. Alright, how badly did I fuck things up? The reactor is having some problems. I don't want to spend 2 days getting it fixed. Drains the alter capacitor like nobody's business, though. You know what? I'll take it. So now we need to spend an hour doing stuff. That's boring. All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can hail, $300 per person, organics only. Rude. But our pre-flight inspection is done. We can now launch a ring dive to this big LiDAR contact. No, we can't. We don't have anywhere near enough money. You can also request better precision on your entry, up to 2,000%. Guaranteed to show put you exactly where you want. Costs fuck tons of money. For example, if we go to this big LiDAR contact, it's going to cost us 56,000-ish, 55,000-ish money. I want to increase that precision. 800,000. I'll just take a standard home and transfer. It's fine. What else are we playing? I believe I wrote about it in the Discord channel, but I've been playing Cast and Chill. That game's a lot of fun. What else? I picked up a game called Ship It, which is basically unpack these boxes and then pack stuff into different boxes, which is kind of fun. Gets very samey very quickly. I did not realize that my hand was resting on the W key there. Let's slow down. I also picked up Blueprints, which I have been told is either an excellent recording game, but very, very long, or an excellent streaming game. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. What's this mineral? I don't know what this mineral is. Eat it! Nom. Vanadium. Sweet. So now we have this sweet little manipulator arm, which will grab stuff for us. And also this microwave beam. Which is guaranteed to break apart any kind of ice asteroid, but it's pretty slow. The manipulator just makes everything a bit easier in terms of getting it into a cargo hold. Can tell her to just go here. Our astrogator is looking for somebody. Takeda, are you Victoria Takeda? I saw news about the Riven Dawn incident. Yes, that's me. Have you heard anything? Heard Riven Dawn went down. Check with salvage ops. I don't know what that means. Sometimes they tell you about their past, but usually they don't. Ultimate Pumpkin misses you. We should catch up. Get a drink. Oh, there's nothing on that asteroid. Damn. I'm not drinking anymore, Victoria. Not after what happened to Kojima. Nothing like that, sorry. Wait, I can't... Shit. I can't drop minerals out because of the cargo baffles. Shit. Well, we'll see what happens. Got shit-faced and made Death Stranding 6 a gacha game. I mean, sure. Actually, he got shit-faced after Konami made Death Stranding 6 a gacha game. There you go. See, everybody's like, oh man, you must have been on like some kind of crazy pills when you made this game. But then people look at Junji Ito's stuff and they're just like, yeah, he's totally a cool dude. And it's like, hold on a second. Like, or like Stephen King stuff. Stephen King is apparently a really cool dude. Like, what else? Who else? There's people out there that have very screwed up imaginations, but they're perfectly normal people. Like me. I am a perfectly normal person. It's not true. I do have a screwed up imagination, though. There we go. Stephen King used to be on a lot of cocaine, to be fair, but I agree with the rest of your point. Look, it was the 80s. Everybody was on a lot of cocaine at that point. Why am I zooming in so much? Stop it. Stop it. Can I shred this from this far away? I can't. Still need a geologist. This microwave emitter sucks balls. I need a mining laser. So we got some tungsten, some platinum, and some vanadium. Kind of lucking out and not seeing a lot of iron. Also, Super Games? No. Summer Games Done Quick is streaming this week, which, if you have the time, you should totally watch and or donate to. After my stream, of course. You don't want to do it while you're watching my stream. I'm not much for speedrunning as a thing, but I love the Games Done Quick stuff because they always manage to put a lot of fun into it. there another ship around here? There is. Alright, gotta check with salvage ops. Whatever's going on with her. Yoink. Nom 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 nom. Get in. There we go. Just a bunch of fucking water. Fuck. That was some platinum. Getting pretty full up. You know, now that I think about it, I think I've only ever read, like, 2 or 3 Stephen King books. One of them was The Dark Tower Part 1, and the other was The Dark Tower Part 2. There might have been another one in there, but I can't remember. I'm not much for horror. Oh, excuse me. I think we got space for one more. Oh yeah, them doors are freaking out. Alright. Hey, Astrogator, I would like to go back to Enceladus Prime, please. So yeah, now that I have an Astrogator, I can do this. And we don't have to go all the way out of the rings. Fuel rods are getting jammed. That's not good. Just really don't want to pay 2 days. I am insured for up to $100,000, and this is only $38,000. But it'll probably be fine. Don't have to worry too much about the reactor, you know. Just don't say you need 110%. Look, you make that mistake just once, alright? Just once. Unfortunately, all of these are very, very, very expensive. How do I check with salvage? Pay off your outstanding wear guilds. Discount for voluntary payments are available. Pay compensation for mining accidents. Pay compensation for mining and docking accidents. Oh, Encelados dollars. Okay, that's what it is. $300,000? Jesus Christ, fuck off. So we still got that big LiDAR contact available. Let's see what it is. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but we can make it back. Excuse me. Alright, it's really hard to see, but there's big shit right around us. Fortunately, this microwave gun is going to take a long time to break up that big one. Oh, I forgot to pull the plug on my fucking ammo. I don't need it. God damn it. Jump. Iron? Fucking... An iron field? Fucking $50,000 to get to an iron field. Ugh, garbage. Iron is worth shit money. The only thing worth less than iron is water. I think these two are iron. I don't know what this is. Vanadium, maybe? Nope, just iron. Fucking iron. And I'll take it because I need money to justify this dive, but fuck. Why is my mass so high? What the hell? Barely picked up anything. Why is my mass so high? Just a chill space mining time. Oh, I got some platinum at least. I can find some more around here. Oh, that's a rock. I thought that was a nice asteroid. More. Okay, okay, there might be some good platinum here. Oh, missed. Some palladium. Alright, alright. I am a little worried about the fact that my transit reserve keeps going up. I don't think I have enough propellant, so transit could be fun. Alright, we'll take a little bit more palladium. We're actually going to manually steer around this asteroid here because I don't want to hit it. Alright, that's gonna have to do. Oh. Gonna take a big dump on this trip. Jesus. Yeah, we spent 55,000 to get in there and we came back with 43,000. Absolutely not worth. Still looking for a good, inexpensive geologist. There are literally no geologists for hire right now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh wait, you're a geologist. You're expensive as fuck. Alright, so, geologist. I need you to geology. That is almost 2,000 kilograms of vanadium, worth about $6,000. All right, I'll take it. Beryllium, 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 beryllium. Ignore everything else. Always grab beryllium. Because 300 or almost 400 kilograms of beryllium is worth almost $8,000. Takes up basically no space and is worth bank. Platinum. I guess that's a good question. Has everybody been enjoying the stuff that we've been doing on the channel lately? I mean, clearly everybody loves barotrauma because, you know, antics are antics. But like the other stuff, like Scald, Scene Investigators, Earth Defense Force 6, Max Gentleman Sexy Business, and Spider-Man 2. Hope people enjoy those. They're a lot of fun to play. You don't appear to be a mineral. We actually just got to the break point, quote unquote, in Earth Defense Force, which is a fascinating thing. This is platinum. Okay, we'll take it. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's basically the point where the game goes fully off the rails and just starts delivering like what the fuck moments. So yeah, that game is a lot of fun. I wish there were more ridiculous weapons, personally. And I believe I say that in one of the episodes that we just recorded, but as much fun as it is to carry around a giant fucking, 20mm tank cannon, kind of wish there were more ridiculous weapons. Oh yes, trust me. It had moments that were not what the fuck. Excuse me. Iron, fuck off. Iron, platinum. Not a lot of platinum. Like, Earth Defense Force 4, I think. 4.1, I guess. Which is the first one that I ever played personally. But it had a grenade that if you threw it, you were dead. Because it would kill you. Because the blast radius was larger than you could throw it. And that's stupid as all hell. But it is funny. And then they cut down the number of weapons in favor of the upgrade system, which is also fine. I do enjoy it, but, sometimes you just want to get really stupid with it. Okay, most times I just want to get really stupid with it. Ooh, platinum with very little water in it. Nice. Take that. But yeah, I recognize that not everybody is interested in all the games that we play, and that's fine. The reason that we do so many, as I'm sure I've mentioned many times now, is because playing games is fun. And I really don't want to get pigeonholed into a certain thing. Like, that's why I resisted playing Barotrauma for so long. Everybody's like, oh, you should do Barotrauma, it's great for your channel. And it's like, that may be, but I don't want to play Barotrauma right now. Playing 3DF5 right now and did notice the weapons do get more ridiculous faster in 6. That is probably also true. Would not surprise me. How much is that worth? 2,000? I think of the games that we're doing on the channel right now, the most fun that I've had is probably EDF6. But the ones where I've been most engaged are probably Scald, Scene Investigators. And Max Gentleman is just fun in general. So I'm glad that we got back to that one. But Barotrauma is fun, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, it's the more people you add to any particular endeavor, the harder it is to actually, you know, do, I guess, for lack of a better term. Iron. Barotrauma feels more chaotic than Earth Defense Force, which is certainly fucking saying something. I'm actually looking forward to finishing up a couple of games. We're pretty close to the end of Scald, Max Gentleman. Scene Investigators isn't a terribly long game, so I'm expecting that to be done pretty quickly. And it's always exciting to be near the end of a game, because that means you get to choose a new game to play. Which means I gotta choose a new game to play, which is also terrifying. Especially when I gotta do 3 in relatively close proximity to each other. There's plenty to do. Like, we could... I kind of... After I played it last Monday, I kind of want to get somebody to do co-op on System Shock 2 with me. That would be a lot of fun. Blueprints. Still got to do Halo 4 with space at some point. That's a good supply of platinum right there. God, now my brain is blank. Jump Ship is going to be coming out soon. I don't think we're going to do Jump Ship until we finish with Barotrauma, because that's just too much. Or at least EDF. Still got to do Doom, the Dark Ages, which I understand people are saying is not as good as Doom Eternal was, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be amazing, it just has to be fun. I'm a big proponent of games being fun, not necessarily amazing. Not every game can be an 11 out of 10. I would struggle to actually identify a game that I would call an 11 out of 10 in the last 5 years. There's definitely been some absolutely amazing games, but an 11 out of 10? That's a hard sell for me. I would struggle to even tell you what my favorite games of the last 5 years are, because there's been so many good ones, and it just changed on like a monthly basis. Also, I am very much not the norm when it comes to games and playing them, because I play approximately 50 to 75 different games a year, and some people play 2. Most people play about 5. Hello, can I help you? Okay, good. You're not flying around with a name like Predatory Touch. God, what were my favorite games of the last 5 years? I'd have to actively look at the list of games that I've played. Let's see. Fortunately, it's all stored in playlists on YouTube. I am now mining while looking at my cell phone. So, you know, if I crash into something, don't tell insurance. View all playlists. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was amazing. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake was excellent. Alan Wake 2, absolutely fantastic experience. Infernax, possibly one of the best platformer games ever made. RoboCop Rogue City was just great from start to finish. Better RoboCop movie than RoboCop 3 was, I'll tell you that. Kena Bridge of Spirits was so good. Loved that game. The aesthetic was fabulous. Hi-Fi Rush? Hi-Fi Rush was so cool. But which one's my favorite? I couldn't tell you. Honestly, could not. I don't do favorite games. But yeah, when it comes to a game that's like a 10 out of 10 or an 11 out of 10, I don't know. Ratings are hard to begin with. I don't know that I could actually do that. I definitely have a better opinion of a game just after I've actively played it. Don't want that. Bonk. Let us examine this orb. Oh, it's dead. And iron, don't want it. Iron, don't want it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you had to give a game a 10 out of 10 in the last 5 years, what game would you choose and why? I think there's definitely a lot of candidates out there, but I'm no video game reviewer. I just play them. Also iron. Can't tell. It's too far out of range. I need a better geologist. Iron. That's iron. That's iron. That reminds me. Don't do that. Yes, I would like to turn off my reactor, please. Cross the Obelisk is the latest one for me. I like deck builders and the fact that it has co-op makes it even better. You just said the magic word. It has co-op. That will make me check it out. Oh, that's the other game I've been playing, actually. I honestly can't remember who recommended it in the channel, but it was somebody on Discord. Might have been Cohesion, but Deck of Haunts. Haunts, Haunts, is a deck builder about being a haunted house. And it's very interesting. I don't know how much longevity it has. Hey, nice. Because I managed to beat it on my second run on normal. But yeah, it's a fun little game. Not me, but it sounds familiar. Somebody did mention it on Discord. I'd have to go and look to see who it was, but they were like, "Oh, this seems like a game that you could do for CharacterSelect," and it probably isn't, unfortunately. But it might be something that I stream during CharacterSelect. Yeah, basically you have the heart of the house. People are going to come and investigate the house because you draw them to you, and you either have to drive them insane or kill them. And if they see the heart, then you lose health, and if they escape because they saw somebody die or because they saw the heart, then they will come back later stronger. And you have to survive 28 days. It's a lot of fun. Slump. Almost up to $100,000. And we are actually drifting out of the rings, which is good, because it's time to go. Our transit reserve is low. Can't grab just a little bit more vanadium before we leave. Yeah, I think when it comes to games these days, my initial thought is, does this look fun? Followed by, does this do something unique? And then, of course, co-op. Does it have co-op? If it has co-op, excellent. If it If it does something unique, I'll be interested. And if it looks fun, then I'll always check it out. And fun games can come in nice. Why? Oh, you're going to cost more now. Fun games can have weird concepts, and I'm totally okay with that. Alright, she managed to fix some of the nuclear reactor jam. It would take 6 days to fix everything at the cost of 15,000. And we don't need it that much. Okay. We can get the mining laser. Bzzz. There is a pulse mining laser. Breaks things up super fast. The SPC Gungnir is a small proton collider. And then the CL600P pulse mining laser, which I can't do because I don't have enough energy. I can't do this one because it will overdrain my production. The other thing that we can look at. So this would allow us to repurpose all of the water that we pick up into propellant, which means that we have more space for minerals. Or we could save up and get the... That one's terrible, actually, because you lose 60% of the mineral. That one's so expensive. Alright. Nominal power is 200 megawatts. This is 100 megawatts. This is 500 megawatts, which is way too much. Menace is an upcoming XCOM-like that looks cool, coming out supposedly Q3 2025. I'm interested, but also hesitant whenever anybody says XCOM-like. I feel like those have been... overblown a little bit. So this has less thrust. This has way more thrust. Look how fast that turns. So you can't see it here, but if you look at something like this, the ghost that you see is my actual turn compared to the one that we have. Okay, so this is very efficient. It uses up very little propellant. This uses up even less, but consumes a lot of power. That is half as efficient. Uses more power. There's no thrust. That basically consumes nothing. It's very slow. Variable thrusting gimbaled? Ooh. And then I run out of power. Sorry, I'm looking at all my options here. High gravitational disturbances represented in hotter colors, signifying greater mass in the region. Alright. Range is 5 kilometers. Range is 6 kilometers. Range is 5. Resolution is 5 to the negative 11th meters per second squared. Ooh. I'm going to buy this. That would get us 2 microwave emitters, which we would have the ability to deal with. The power balance would be fine. It's just going to cost us all of our money. Cool. Alright, let's do a ring dive. Time to go into debt. Remote scanner estimated composition. Nice. Okay. So we can still zoom out pretty far. That was all water. Tungsten. A lot of water, though. Yeah, we'll take it. If we had a processor, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but tungsten's worth a lot, so we'll take it. A lot of water. Tungsten ain't worth that much. Fuck. Nope, not for 24 kilograms. That's a bit better, but that's still a lot of water. We're in the middle of a tungsten field, and I can't actually process it properly because it's all stuck to water. Vanadium. More tungsten. Like 900 kilograms of tungsten is worth 6,000, whereas 1,300 kilograms of vanadium is worth less. Tungsten is a moneymaker, almost as good as beryllium. Nothing's as good as beryllium. I really need to get that reprocessing, mineral processing unit, the MPU. Then I can actually make like a lot of money. Because processed minerals are stored separately in your cargo hold. What are you? That looks like iron, but it's actually vanadium. Chomp. Punched me right in the ducats. I'll take some palladium, sure. Fixing that. Eleanor. You should catch up. Get a drink. Not drinking, not after what happened with Williams. Topics repeat a lot. It's just the way it is. Big lighter contact. Oh. Thanks for sharing. It's a lot of palladium. It's not worth a lot. It's got a lot of water attached to it. Water may be the nectar of the gods, but god damn it, it's not worth a lot of money. Beauty. Beauty. Thousand kilograms of platinum, you say? Some worthwhile rocks in here. So there wasn't anything in that rock. Nom. When in doubt, nom a rock. You like that giant in Final Fantasy. Sometimes you just want somebody to bring you a ruby so you can crunch, crunch, crunch on it. Thousand kilograms of vanadium? Hell yeah. Chomp. Slow and steady. Chomp. Games like this are why I have zero desire to go into space. Just like, everybody's like, oh man, space is so cool. And I agree. I don't want to go there. It's very big and empty. And not bleak. Bleak is the wrong word. But it's bleak, you know? There's a place. So my family lives in Nova Scotia in Canada, East Coast. And if you're driving there, there is a spot between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, pretty much right on the border, that there's no hills or anything around for probably at least 10 miles. It is very, very flat, and I hate it because it is a wide open space. All that you can see is the horizon and maybe a couple of buildings. And it's just, it freaks me out. I don't like it. And you're like, oh, if you go to space, it's like that the whole time. And I'm like, you know what? No. I'm quite good, thank you. Also, if you open the door, you'll die. What? I have nothing but respect for people that want to go into space and astronauts and, you know, crazy people like that, but God, I do not want to do it. Alright, this might be the last space rock that we can really afford to grab. Is it good? 1,700 kilograms of platinum. We'll take it. Astrogator, bring us home. So you see this ring around here. If anything gets into that ring, like a rock or a ship, it'll automatically cancel the return trajectory. And if you run into anything before this gets to 100, it'll also cancel the return trajectory. $82,000. Not bad. Not bad. Gets us out of debt. Still really want that Nakamura. I don't care about the remass processing efficiency. All I care about is the mineral processing efficiency. Really don't have anything else I can do. So, alright, let's do one more dive for tonight. That is going to cost most of my money, and I have no guarantee of knowing what's there. So, home and transfer. Hey, good job, Eleanor. Good job reading them books. So once you are in the rings, you can plot a course. There's something in the way. But this takes up propellant, so it's a little tricky. We can go check that out. Iron, vanadium, platinum, mostly iron. Tungsten. Mostly iron again, though. No. There's tungsten in these fields, but there's nothing super useful. Look at the size of this beast. Holy shit. I don't think my microwave gun is going to do anything to it. No, not even remotely. It's just all iron. Music doth be creeping on me. It says there's tungsten in that, but it's not nearly enough for it to be worthwhile. But I need to make money, so might as well. Iron, 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 iron. Yeah. It's a lot of iron, and none of it's useful. I think there's too many trace elements for it to turn into a rock. Like a mineable rock, anyway. There's some tungsten. There's the iron. Fuck. It's another goddamn iron field. Like, there might be something worthwhile in this asteroid, but I don't know. Maybe it'll all get broken up. Take a hot minute for my microwave beams to actually break it down anyway. Problem with microwave beams is they're really good at shredding small asteroids, and they are almost completely useless against larger ones. They'll do it eventually, but I think the larger the asteroid, the less efficient they are. Yeah, that's what for fucking Jesus. With my luck, it's going to be all iron again. No, I don't want that. I might have to grab this iron just to have some kind of fucking profit on this journey. Jesus. Some of our insulation is chewed away. I think we have rodents. Everybody suit up, we're gonna vent some air. You just iron. You sure are. This is turning into a big waste of money. I mean, I'll still make a profit on the trip one way or the other, but man. Wish I could find something other than iron. Tungsten ain't even worth it. The tungsten ain't worth it. It's messed up. Oh my god, the tungsten is so worth it. That is a $20,000 rock right there. Hell yeah. That justifies the trip all on its own. Still got plenty of propellant. Are you full of palladium? Hell yeah, you are. Dear music, why are you getting creepy on me? Am I being stalked? Iron. Oh my god. That is a $30,000 rock. Holy shit. Come to Butthead. Chomp. Oh, I take back everything I said about you, Iron Fields. Truly paid off in the end. Not by me what? $4 quadrillion of precious metals. There's more precious metals in the entire asteroid belt than there are on planet Earth, I believe. And none of it matters because we can't get to it inexpensively. Oh, I'll take that. Also, the asteroid belt isn't condensed the way that Saturn is, in terms of all the rocks being relatively close together. But yes, Apophis is worth a lot of money if anybody can figure out how to get there and mine it. Psyche? Okay. Tungsten, 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 tungsten. Tungsten? I will happily grab all of this tungsten, actually. And this vanadium, why not? It's $10 quintillion? That's more than the entire GDP of Earth. Several times over. Several hundred times over. At that point, it's not really precious metals. It's more like metals. Oh. Well, that's actually kind of fucked up when you think about it. Why isn't a planet... What happened to the planet that it used to be? Well, clearly it turned into the asteroid belt. That's not what I'm asking. Shut up. Like, that's the theory, right? The asteroid belt used to be a planet. Turned into... Something blew it apart and turned into the asteroid belt. So I think that's what the theory is. Ah, yes. Jupiter. That son of a bitch. Big chunks of tungsten, big chunks of tungsten come to Butthead. No. There might be beryllium in this asteroid. That's not worth chasing. Cloudy with a chance of beryllium. Yep, there it is. Could tell it's beryllium because it's moving faster than it should. Still want that rock as well. $2,000 kilograms of platinum. Platinum, vanadium, and where are you and why are you flying off so far? I think that's just platinum. But you know what? This is a good haul. I'm gonna grab this. $114,000 or so. Shit. Okay, so that's a problem. There is a ship over here that is not responding to hails. Or there's a hail error. Which could be good, could be bad. It is definitely crewed because it's moving. It might also be stranded. And I might need to render assistance. I think it's moving, but it doesn't look like it. Like it's turning, but it's not moving. Let's go see. Still got a hail error. It's got attitude control. Is that a civilian transponder? Nope. That's bad time. Fuck her. I've got more microwave than you do, bitch. Okay. That was cool. Good sound. I think my reaction wheel just broke. Emergency vent of excess heat. Yup, that sounds like a good plan. Oof. Does not help that my computer is fucked. Oh, fuck off, dude. Ooh. I believe. Yep. Fuck. I just wanted to render assistance. Everything is breaking now. Oh. Oh. Come on, man. Let me go. Has nothing to do with piloting. Everything is busted. All my reactions are being negatively affected by the damage that I'm taking. And I can't tell if we're doing any damage to him because his microwave beam is just fucking us up. Any contacts? Like, I am absolutely blasting the shit out of him with the microwave. one other thing that I can maybe try. Like, my reactor could be fucking going out right now, and I would have no way of knowing. No, don't do that. He keeps matching my speed, and there's like nothing I can do to get away from him. The thruster is busted. And every time he hits me, my computer goes down. Why didn't your computer go down? Yep, thruster's misaligned. Fuel rods are jammed. Computer is fucked. Everything is awful. Hilariously, if I had my railgun, I would be murdering this guy. But no, I just had to be a more efficient miner. Like, I know I'm doing damage to him, but I'm doing the same amount of damage to him that he's doing to me. Which is to say, eventually one of us will kill the other, but at the moment it's kind of up in the air. That's an asteroid. Thrilling space combat. Like, I might be able to force him into an asteroid if I keep making him back out. Oh, God. Yeah, no kidding, there's an alarm going off. That's not a good sound. Stop! Yeah, because he can see where it is and his thrusters are still working properly somehow. Like, I think his ship is hardened. Or at least has, like, higher military value. Wait. What happened there? Why did he stop shooting? Am I actually doing damage to him? Okay, I think his capacitor is finally running out. I think we actually damaged his capacitor. Oh, insurance is gonna fucking hate me, I'll tell you what. Assuming I live. Fuel rods are fully jammed. Cool. That's not a problem at all. I think you just get picked up. Like, I don't know what this guy's beef with me is, but it's really starting to piss me off. Capacitor broken. Like, he knows that he's going to pass just past that. So he doesn't even maneuver. And now he sees this one coming up, so he's going to maneuver. Donk. Now who the fuck is this guy? Sir, I'm currently being assaulted. Please fuck off. Yeah, my thruster is completely fucked. Can I offer you a bribe? All my thrusters are broken, so turning is very hard. My capacitor can't be damaged, but that's not helpful. The reactor is having so many problems that I can't properly shoot. It wouldn't be so bad if I could, like, outrun him or outmaneuver him, but I can't. He just is following me like an asshole. This is actually super frustrating. I can't maneuver because all of my thrusters are fucked from all the asteroids that I've run into. And if he was using any other gun, if he was not using a microwave gun, this wouldn't be shorting out my computer. But he is. Oh, that was beryllium too. Oh, well. His ability to just stay, like, pinpoint on me is super annoying. I can't see how much damage he's done. I can't see how much damage I have. I will sit here in a microwave stare down with you, sir. This serves neither of us, but you know. Maybe you're getting something out of it. I don't know. Is this common? I've never had this happen before. If I had a mining laser or a railgun, he wouldn't be a problem. If he had a mining laser or a railgun, I would already be dead. I've never seen a microwave battle before. So no, I would not say that this is common. Oh, cool. He knocked out one of my microwave beams. Oh no, it's still good. Is it just misaligned? might have to call this a wash. Is this doing any actual damage to this guy? I'm doing as much damage to him as he's doing to me. Times 2. Like, I am slowly cooking his ship. But, you know, microwaves aren't designed to do damage to ships. Now you're running? Now you're running. Yep. Fucking Jesus. Get us the hell out of here. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Oh, she's freaking out, Cap. Really? The entire computer is fucked. Oh my god, we got out of there. Jesus Christ. Alright, microwave emitters suck, and we're getting rid of them in case that happens again. Jesus. Hey, your ship looks like it's seen better days. Shut the fuck up. Alright, let's go to repairs. Oh my god. Reactor fuel rods are 144% jammed somehow. Computer is jammed, or short-circuited 144%. Microwave emitter is unaligned. The thrusters are all fucked. Jesus Christ. That's all my money. Jesus. Alright, folks, that sucked. And here we go. All right, well. Holy shit. If he didn't have a microwave gun, that would have been a very different battle. If I didn't have a microwave gun, very different battle. But, yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Riveting combat. Eventually, he just fucked off and ran away. And if I had been able to disable him, I could have salvaged that ship and sold it for so much money, like $400,000 to $500,000 at least. But that's gonna be it for tonight. On Friday we'll be back for XCOM Files. On Monday I will play some more of this. On Saturday I might stream something. We shall see. But thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Save and exit. Yes. And, yeah. See you next time.